Good morning, students. How are you? Now, I've already done one lesson and one poem from the other book. And what was the name of the other book? Honeydew. Now, today, as you can see on this screen of your video, today I am going to start with the supplementary reader. And the name of this supplementary reader is It So Happened. So, today we are going to take this book. So please, if you don't have the book, never mind, you can see the chapters on the screen as it is. You can see the ebook which I have downloaded it, or you can also download it. So we are going to do with the first lesson of. So I'm going to start with the first lesson of the book. The first lesson of the book is a nice story. Okay, this lesson, how the camel got his hum. A very interesting story. You will enjoy it when I will be explaining you. Okay, so please take pencils or pen in your hand so that you can note down the important meaning of the new words which I will be telling you while teaching. And please, while doing the explanation, please be very careful, because very many new words will be there in front of you, as well as many difficult expression will be there. So you have to read the lesson very carefully. So I'm going to start with the first chapter. So you can see the first lesson. What is the name of the first lesson? How the camel got his hump. Now, in this story, first let me tell you the background of the story. Now, there was a camel. There were many animals who used to do lot of work, except the camel who was very lazy. He did not want to do any work which was allotted to him. So let's see what happened. The world had just begun. The animal had started working for human. All animals, they used to start working for a animal. The horse, the dog, and the ox, all these animals, they were pulled. They were helping the human beings for their work. Like ox was pulling the load, and dogs and horses, they were serving their masters. But there was only one animal, camel, that refused to work. It was camel who did not want to do any of the work allotted to him. He used to live in the desert and he used to eat thorny plants. When anybody spoke to him, he used to say, hump. What he used to say? Hump. So whenever anybody wanted him to give him some work, whenever anybody used to call him, only one word he used to say, and that was hump. One Monday morning, the horse came to the camel. He told the desert animal to work like them. Now, one day a horse came to him. He gave him advice to work like other animal to help the human being. And dog and ox also came, but they had no success. But the camel, he refused. Then the three complained to man against the camel. Now all the three animals, they were very angry. Who were the three animals? Dog, ox, and who was the other? The horse. In fact, they were jealous because they were working and the camel was just sitting and eating. And whenever anybody used to tell to do any work, what word he used to tell? Hum. So the camel, he never want to work. Now the dog, ox, and this, what was the other animal? Dog, ox, and the horse. Now they were very jealous. They went to the human being. They went to their masters, and they started complaining against the camel. But man grew angry and asked them to work double to compensate camel's work. Now the human being, they did not do justice to them. Instead of scolding camel and giving him some work, they started scolding the camel the horse and the dog. And they told that the camel is not doing any work, so you do the double work. You have to do the camel's work also. Now the animal became very sad. They were not happy because now the double work they have to do, and that camel, he was simply sitting in the desert, eating food, enjoying his life, and these three animals, they have to work very hard. So these animals, they were not happy. Now they held a meeting. They held a panchayat. At that time, meeting was known as panchayat, because this is Rudyard Kipling is the writer, and he was much fascinated by India, and the word often he has used in his stories, he had just used Indian words. So panchayat means to held a meeting. Now these animals, they held a panchayat. The camel laughed at them and went away. The camel was also called in the panchayat, but he simply made fun of them. He laughed and he went. He left the panchayat. Soon the jinn of the spirit. Now children, the spelling here is given din, D-J-I-N-N, but the pronunciation is jinn. Jinn is a ghost. Okay, jinn means it's a type of ghost. So a person died a long back, and his spirit, his soul was changed into jinn, and that jinn was he was in charge of the desert. He came there. He listened to their complaint. Now the dog, the horse and the ox, they went to jinn because they knew that no use going to human being again and complain about camel, because they already had allotted double work to them. They had to do the work of the camel also. So this time they thought to go to the jinn who was in charge of the desert. Now the jinn listened to their complaint and he agreed with them. He decided to punish such an idle animal. Now even jinn did not like that camel is enjoying his life, and all the three are working very hard for human being. So what happened? He told ki I will do something. I will give him punishment to the camel. Why he is sitting idle while everybody is working? He found the camel looking at his own reflection in the pool of water. Now he went to the camel, and what did he find? The camel was simply enjoying his life. He was standing near the pool of water, looking at his reflection, looking at his face, looking at his reflection in the water. He had made the three other animals do extra work since Monday morning. Now he was very happy that how nicely they are doing. The other three animals are doing his work also. He was very happy. So when the jinn asked him to clarify, now the jinn went to him and he told him to clarify, to clear the things, why they have to work double, why he is not working his work. The camel only said what he said? Yes, hum. He showed no willingness to work. He did not want to work at all. Now the jinn was also very angry with him, the way he told hum. So he put a curse on the camel. Now he gave a curse to the camel. Soon the camel's back puffed up into a big hump. Now the camel used to say hump, and now the jinn told him, okay, I will give you punishment and you will have a hump on your body. Hump means it's a hunch, a mound on the camel's back. Okay. So from that day the camel had got hunch upon his back. Soon the camel back puffed up into a big hump. It was Thursday. The camel was told to work for 3 days without eating anything. The other punishment which was given to him, that the whole 3 days he will be working, okay, and he will not be given any food also, because his food was stored in his hump. But the hump on his back made it difficult for him to carry the load. Now children, he was very sad, and first of all it was very difficult for him to carry the load as the hump was on his back. Now the jinn said, now he was hungry also. So jinn felt a bit pity, and he said that it would serve him as a storehouse of food. He told you will not worry. You can work for 3 days without any food or water, as the hump is storing your food and water. And he told it will disappear, that big hump will disappear when he would learn how to behave properly with others, and when he will learn how to do his work in an honest manner. Now the camel was helpless. The camel went away to join the 3 animals, and from that day he has been wearing a hump, but there was no escape from work. And from that day till now the camel is working and working and working, and still he has not learned to behave. Till now he has not lose his hump, because he don't know how to behave properly. Sometimes he behave uncontrollable. So the human being, they tied a rope around his nose, and they take help from him to carry the things in the desert. So in this way the camel had got its hump. As you can see the title of the story. What is the title of the story? How the camel got its hump. And what is the meaning of hump? Please note it down. Hunch. The meaning of hump is hunch. Hunch. A mound on the camel's back. Okay. So this is the background of the story. And you can see all the 3 animals, they really work very hard. It is a dog who take care of human beings. Sometimes he helps the human beings by taking the sheep, for grazing the cattle to the field. He looked after the house of the human being. Ox, they work in the field for the human being. And of course horse, ever ready to carry the things and human on its back. So the camel, he never used to work hard, and he got the punishment for this. Okay. So this was the background of the story. Now Rudyard Kipling, the author of this story, was a very famous person, and many stories of his he's written many good short stories related with the common problems of human being. His stories is loved and liked by many people. You can see his book in the library. There are many good books he has written, which is there in our APS library also, so you can take it and read it. Now I'm going to start the first paragraph, so please pay attention. Now I will be doing the first paragraph with you. Now I'm going to read and listen carefully. In the beginning, when the world was new and the animals were just beginning to work for man. So at that time the world was new, the earth was new, and many animals and men were there on the earth. There was a camel, and he lived in the middle of a howling desert. So which desert? See, the name of the desert is there, which you will not hear now. This desert was there earlier when the earth was born. So what is the name of the desert? Howling desert. And because that camel did not want to work, and that's why he used to live in the howling desert. He ate sticks and thorns and prickles. And what he used to eat? Sticks and thorns and prickles. And when anybody spoke to him, he said, hum, just hum, and no more. See the word hum, hum, and no more. Nothing used to say. Only one word used to say. And what was that word? Hum. Presently the horse came to him on Monday morning with a saddle on his back and said, Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us. Now trot means, what is the meaning of trot? Trot means to run. Here is the word which I am underlining for you. Okay. The word trot, you can see it here. Here, trot, T-R-O-T. Trot means to run. Now saddle is a wooden piece a wooden work of art is there which is put upon the horseback, and then the person or a thing can sit easily on horseback. Even a things can be put on the horseback. So for the first time the horse came to him on Monday, and this you have to remember, this word is important, Monday morning. So he came when? He came on Monday morning with a saddle on his back, and said, Camel, O camel, come out and trot like the rest of us. It means, come on, run and do some work like we are doing. Hum, said the camel. Now what was the reply he had given? Hum. And the horse went away and told the man. The horse was very sad. He went to his master. He complained about the camel. But the camel did not say anything. He only used to say hum. Not even that, even the master had supported the camel indirectly. He did not tell anything to the camel. Instead, what he told? He did not even give a reply to the horse. Now, presently, the dog came to him. Then, afterwards, as you can see in the picture, the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth. He came with a stick in his mouth, as you can see in the picture. Camel, O camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us. So what he told to camel, you just do work, whatever, like I am carrying, you also do some of the work, you also carry something. So you also help me. But what did the camel replied? He told, hum. And the dog went away and told the man. The dog was very annoyed. He was very irritated by this behavior of camel. And he went back to the man. He complained about the camel. But the man did not say anything to the camel. Presently the ox came to him with a yoke on his neck and said, Camel, O camel, come and plow like the rest of us. Now, what do you mean by yoke? Yoke is a piece of wood put on the ox's neck. You can write it. See the meaning of. This is the word here which I am going to underline. Yoke. Y-O-K-E. Yoke means piece of wood which is put on horse neck. So presently the ox came to him with a yoke on his neck and said, Camel, O camel, come and plow like the rest of us. So he told that, come and you also have to plow like us. You have to help in the field. But what did the camel replied? You can imagine. He told, hum. And the ox also was very irritated. He did not say anything to the camel. He went away and told his master. But his master, the man, he did not tell anything to the camel. At the end of the day, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together and said, Three, I'm very sorry for you. Now, the animal were sad because the master did not said anything to them. And at the same time, these three animals, they were called in the evening. They went towards their master, that why he is calling, and see what the master told them. The master told them, 303, I'm very sorry for you. Now he told 303, that means all three of you, I'm very much sorry. I'm feeling sorry for you. But that hump thing in the desert can't work. Hump thing, who is the hump thing? It is the camel. Hump, it is written here, hump thing in the desert. So hump thing is the camel. He told he cannot work. Who cannot work? It was the camel who cannot work. Hump thing in the desert can't work. Or he would have been here by now. Otherwise, he would also have been here to receive my order for what the next work would be. So I'm going to leave him alone. So I have decided that he should leave alone. And you must work double time to make up for it. And simply you have to do your work. You have to increase the time limit of your work and you have to increase your work also. You have to do the double work. The work of the camel also you have to do. So this was a decision taken by the man. That made the three very angry. Now all the three animals, they were very angry. They could not say anything to the master, but they were very angry, and they told that they were thinking that the master is doing injustice to them. And they held a panchayat on the edge of the desert. Now all the three animals, they went to the edge of the desert. Edge means border. Okay. They had decided to do the meeting. What is the name of the meeting? Panchayat. Panchayat is a Hindi word, and they held a panchayat. Okay. And they decided that the camel should also be called. Now the three was very angry, and they held a panchayat on the edge of the desert, and the camel came chewing cud and laughed at them. Now the camel also came to know about the meeting. He also came there. He was in front of them, but he did not take part in the meeting. Instead, what happened? He was chewing cud and he started laughing at them. Then he said hum and went away. He did not say any word, only he said hum, and he went away. Now all the three were extremely unhappy. They were very angry the way the camel had behaved towards them, and not only that, he had laughed at them and he went them. Now they were helpless because the master was not supporting him, the three animals. So they were not knowing what to do, how to tell the camel he is not ready to work here. The master is also not supporting them. They were worried. And presently there came along the dizing. It is not dizing, it is pronounced as zin. What it is pronounced as? It is pronounced as jinn. So jinn is a ghost. He was a ghost, and he came out from the person spirit who was already dead, and he was in charge of all the desert, and he used to roll in a cloud of dust. Now the way he used to observe desert, he never used to walk like other ghosts. He used to roll in the form of a cloud of dust. So they went to the meeting was there, and this time the jinn also took part in the meeting. Now they told, what did they told to the jinn? The three animals, you can see in the picture, you can see jinn is sitting. See the jinn, he is here, and all the three animals, they are sitting on the floor. Jinn of all desert, said the horse, is it all right for anyone to be idle? Idle means the person who is lazy. Idle word is used for the person who is lazy. Now it is a horse who took the step, and what did he told? He told, is this the way? Is this the way the camel is behaving? Is this the right way? He is simply sitting idle. Certainly not, the jinn said. The jinn said, no, it's not good. Why he is sitting like that? He should be doing some work. Well, said the horse, there's a thing in the middle of your desert with a long neck. Now he told who is sitting. So they told him, the jinn, that there is a thing in the middle of your desert with a long neck and a long legs. And he hasn't done a stroke of work since Monday morning. He won't trot. Okay, so they told that there is an animal, and he's having a long neck, he is having 4 long legs, and he hasn't done a stroke of work. That means he hasn't done any work till now, and he won't trot, and he simply don't want to move from that place. Trot means to move, to run. View, said the jinn, whistling. Now the jinn was very much surprised, in fact angry. He started whistling. View. that is my camel. He told that is my camel. Does he say about it? He says hump and he won't plow. Now he told he doesn't say anything. When we go to him, he only say hum. What does he say about it? He says hum and he won't plow, said the ox. The ox said he never want to, he doesn't work in the field. He won't plow in the field. Very good, said the jinn. I will hump him if you will kindly wait a minute. Now the jinn was angry, and you can see the jinn is telling, I will hump him. See, it is written here, I will hump him. And you can see here the meaning of I will hump him. I will hump him means I will deal with him appropriately. That means I will take the action, whatever right action will be there, I will be taking him. You don't have to be worried. I will set him all right. So this was a decision given by the jinn, who was also the master of the whole desert. He was in charge of the whole desert. So first part of the story we have done, and as you can see it, I think you have understood also, and you can see it that how these three animals are very much worried, as the camel has refused to work for them. At first they went to the human being to complain, but he did not listen. He did injustice to them. Then they held a panchayat. They called the camel there, but the camel only said hum, and from there also he ran away. Then finally, ultimately, they found the jinn who was in charge of the desert. He had really done justice to them. At least he had listened to their problem, the problem of the three animal. And what he had done, he told ki I will do something to set him all right. I will take appropriate action so that he will become all right. So this was decided by the jinn. So first part of the story we have finished. Now as you can see, the dog, the ox and the ox and the horse, these three were very hard working animals. They used to help men from the early time also. In fact, they were the domestic animal. They were the man's best friend. And the camel, he did not render his service to the man properly. But now in the other part we will see that what decision the jinn has taken and what happened to the camel. Did he work for them, or again he told the word hum and enjoyed his life? So in the next part we will read that. So I end my video here only, and we will do that. You can see the question and answer. Just read it. What tasks do you think were assigned to the dog and the ox? So what tasks were assigned to them? Yes, the dog was assigned the task of fetching and carrying, and the ox was made to plow the field. Then this you have to write it in detail. Then the second question I will discuss the answer. Why did the camel live in the middle of the desert? The camel lived in the middle of the desert because he did not want to work. He knew nobody will go to him, nobody will go in the middle of the desert, and nobody will call to work. He wanted to skip from the work. He was a lazy person. He wanted to enjoy his life. What made the dog, the horse and the ox very angry? The dog, the horse and the ox were very angry because their master told them to work. They gave order to the camel, but the camel did not want to work, and the master has increased the work for them. The master told them to work double time to make up for the camel's idleness. So this you have to write in detail. The fourth one, How did the jinn know the horse was complaining against the camel? Now, the jinn was the master of desert. He was able to know easily who the animal with a long neck and long legs was, and why he was not working, because that animal, the camel, jinn was his master, so he was taking his life for granted. He took the advantage of his master. He knew that his master is in charge of the desert and nobody will dare to call him for work, so he was taking this advantage that jinn was his master. And with this I end my video. Listen to it, read the book properly. Already, if you're not having the book, the ebook is there in front of you. When I was teaching with the ebook. And the more you will read, the more you will listen, this will improve your English, and think only in English. So that's all for today. Bye bye. Thank you and have a nice day, students.